Hi everyone, this is going to be a very short video in which I wanted to share with you why I believe a timetable never works and instead how a task table works. Now, for a lot of you, task table must be a new term that you may not have heard ever before. So, I'm going to explain what a task table is, how is it different from a timetable, and then in the end, I'll share a bonus tip sharing how I recently discovered another level of preparation which is even better than a task table. So let's get started with this very short time management sort of a class wherein we are going to discuss how can you get more things done in a day. All right. So let us first discuss what a timetable is. We all know that a timetable is a list of tasks against what time of the day they should be performed. That's what a timetable is. But in comparison to it, there is a term called as task table. Now, there's nothing as designated as sort. It's just something I like to call it. A task table is basically a list of tasks that need to be done a day, and in front of that, you just simply note down how much time is that task going to take and estimate on your own behalf. So, here is how a task table actually works. So, first of all, you take a pen and paper and you note down what are all the tasks that you are supposed to do in the entire day. You can carry out this exercise either in the very morning or a day prior before going to bed. In front of each task, note down what is the estimated amount of time that you are going to take in order to finish off that task. Now you need to total up all that time and calculate how much is the expected amount of time that you need to devote to all the tasks combined. Now you need to note down what are the slots during the day which you can devote to all these tasks. By that I mean when can you actually carry out those activities. For example, let's say you are a student preparing for a competitive exam and you also attend college alongside. So you cannot devote the time to preparation of the competitive exam while your college hours are going on. So note down the slots since when till when you can carry out all these activities that you've listed down on the piece of paper. Now, total up the time that you have available within these slots in order to carry out these activities. So, you will get the total time available during the day. So, on one hand, you have the total time that these tasks are going to take, and on the other hand, you have the total time available during the day. If you deduct it, you'll get the free time available out of those slots. This is the beauty of a task table that even though you know what is the total amount of time it's going to take you to do these tasks, you don't have to designate a particular time slot to a particular task. This ends up making sure that you have flexibility throughout the day in order to carry out these activities. By noting down how much time it's going to take to do each and every task, you mentally, subconsciously get to know that you need to give up this much amount of time in order to perform it, and you are going to have only this much free time throughout the day, so you don't end up wasting your time on unnecessary activities. You can also make small boxes in front of each task and keep tick marking it or crossing it every single time you achieve a particular task and perform them on a random basis. Don't note them down in a designated order, so that every time you cross a particular task you get that feel of dopamine hit that you've achieved something. It will motivate you and inspire you to carry out further tasks. Now, here comes the bonus tip. See, I have been using the task table since a long time, and it was only recently that I realized that when there is a list of tasks written on a piece of paper and you end up doing only 4 or 5 out of those 10, 12 items that you must have written on the paper, it sometimes demotivates you at the end of the day. So, I learned a technique very recently and I just figured it by accident that what if instead of writing down the list of tasks, you have a list of tasks ready with you, but instead of noting down anything alongside, when you start your day, you just write down whatever you get completed in the day, and in front of it, you can write down the amount of time it took you to complete that task. This brings in a lot more accountability into the picture. So, what this means is, let's say in the morning, if you walked and that's a particular task that you completed, you write morning walk, and in front of that, you write down the amount of time it took you to complete that task. Similarly, you can keep carrying out different different tasks throughout the day and noting down what amount of time it took you to carry out those tasks. At the end of the day, what you will then get to see is first of all a list of all the things that you did, which will first of all motivate you because you did so many things. Instead of seeing that you did only a few things out of a lot of things, you will see that you did a lot of things. And then in front of that, the time that you would have noted, you can sort of carry out an analysis and see whether a particular task took a lot more than what you were supposed to spend on it. So this is another way to boost up your accountability or your time management within the day and carry out more things done in a particular day. I hope these techniques are of help to you. If you have a feedback to share or if any other technique works well for you, do share that in the comments. It will be beneficial for all of us. Thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. Take care.